Hello there, fellow armchair generals, and welcome to another episode of Grand Tactician Civil War. We've won the battle in the last episode, though the unit, one of the units derped out. But anyway, Patterson is still capable of, I think, continuing to maybe raid and destroy the depots, but we're gonna go and recruit 4 more cannons, horse-drawn cannons. I mean horse-drawn cannon units, just so we don't forget. I think we already have the Napoleons. No, these are the howitzers. Well, we do have Napoleon. We could use the 3-inch ordnance here. Let's do that, because that's gonna be the counter battery fire. Let's give him that, and we're gonna put the Napoleons in. We did confiscate quite a few cannons from the enemy as well. Okay, so that's done. Now in regards to this army, supplies are still good, ammunition, low ammunition, high officer casualties. Well, guess why? And they're unhappy because they get their asses lit up. Now, should we push with this army across the river, or should we try and go down to Newmarket? You know what? We're gonna go down to Newmarket, destroy the depot. Do have flying column, movement speed plus 10, level up by marching. We could give them forced march, but then readiness is gonna go down even further. So we're just gonna march down here, burn this depot, and see what we're gonna do then. We'll probably have to pull back. Maybe the army of the northeastern Virginia should go on a raid as well down to Culper and maybe take down this depot. So let's set it up that way. Raid. We're gonna go here first. Just march. Now the army of Washington, they're pretty unhappy with their commanders. They're going down to engage the army of the West Tennessee. They cut off our supply route, but we're still having enough supplies here. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with the Department of the Ohio, but most likely we're gonna go and attack the Florida State Militia as soon as we secure this part, and start raiding down towards Nashville, because that will probably trigger the enemy to attack us. With this army, so with our Department of the West, we are actually marching towards Springfield and trying to engage with these 2 armies. Policy-wise, I went for a breadbasket last time. Ooh, we are close, actually. 49 days. We've just started it up. It seems like that our current rating is deteriorating slowly. So let's go and check the finances. We have to fund 2 additional policies. Diplomacy, trade war, recruitment, transportation. We're gonna put the transportation up to 500,000. Medium. And we're gonna lower the diplomacy. Import and export prices. Dang it, we need that. Let's check our industry. We are still lacking behind the south, but I think we have a good amount of weapons. So we're gonna tone down on industry a bit, down to 500,000. At least we want a medium. We're gonna go down to high on diplomacy. We'll leave trade war and recruitment on very low, and civil order as well, though. At $1 million support, hits are halved and intelligence gathering increased by 50. Loss of state support. So what's our state support? We have way higher morale of armies. National support is lower. National morale is higher. We might have to increase funding from low. Actually, let's go to low. Or medium. It's actually very cheap. You know what? We're gonna go to very high. Let's get our support higher. Corporate tax, income tax. We might have to invest into funding government. I mean, printing more cash. So government funding. Most likely we're gonna do that. But yeah, you know the plan now. Raiding in this area, trying to get this army out and start attacking with this army, and we already are marching in the far west. So I'll tune in as soon as something happens. Okay, something's off. This army just doesn't get engaged. Do we have to cross the river? Seems like they're on a ferry. Oh, just walk. It's a bit odd why we cannot engage the unit. We lost sight of these two armies. Oh, actually, there they are. So yeah, the latest developments. I also don't know why. Oh, is the depot already destroyed? Interesting. I couldn't select the depot to destroy it. We're running low on ammunition. Low on supplies. Readiness is still high enough that we should probably be able to raid down here. So let's instruct the army to march down south even further. Then we're gonna start pulling back. Shenandoah Mill. Slaves, available workforce, flour and crops. Let's try and mess up as many enemy. Oh, come on, I told you to move there. I'm gonna burn down this depot. Then we're gonna go and raid and maybe find out if there's an enemy, bigger enemy army in the area. It should be somewhere. And that we're gonna try and engage it, but we're pushing the Southerners back pretty much everywhere. Also, I don't know how come I cannot engage this army with the army of Washington. It's just super odd. Ah, is this it? No. So again, we have 25,000 men, we have a feud going on. Oh, units with low morale. This is gonna be interesting. So we have 27,000 men, the enemy has 15,000. It's again Patterson and Beauregard. It's gonna be a fight for fame, I guess. So the Battle of Newmarket, Virginia, May 8th, 1862. Battle of Newmarket. The enemy is gonna come from south. We're coming from the north. The point is already in enemy hands, but it's across the river. So we're gonna deploy the army. We're gonna deploy the army across the river from the start. Oops, daisy, come on. And we're gonna march down this road and engage in this area. Pretty much the enemy is already gonna be at the point, so I'm gonna tune in as the engagement starts. Well, I guess we are already under fire. The army is still marching down. down south, but the enemy cannons have opened up. The enemy seems to be holding up a defensive position behind the creek. I did give them the orders for long range, but we'll have to wait for the units to come in. I think we can already position our cannons in a way that they're gonna be able to fire the enemy cannons. So just put them here. Okay, they are set to long range. What about you? Slow down, slow down. They haven't arrived yet. I think we can move this division in. 7,000 men. We're gonna advance through the woods. It's gonna take them a very long time to get there, but we need to send a unit through the woods. 3rd Brigade, time to go long range. We're gonna move them in. This is gonna be the frontal assault. They still need some training. We're gonna send our best division through the woods. Okay, they still didn't get their long range orders. Come on, we need to move. I've concentrated all our army in this area, so they're all gonna come down. Okay, orders for long range are coming in. We're gonna advance down by the road and by the river. Counter battery fire. They've already lost some morale, so they're under fire. 4 losses. Maybe they lost a gun. Yeah, they probably lost a gun. Okay, that army is moving. What about... well, that army is moving. That's the cannons. Let's send the cavalry. Ooh, they're gonna take forever, but we're gonna send them on the flank. Because I'm worried that the enemy has some really... yeah, they do. They do have some really good positions. So we're definitely gonna have to come from the north and fold the enemy in. Expecting some high casualties here. This division go long range. At least we now see the enemy cannons. If we advance to the creek, we're gonna get it. It's a bad idea. They have some very nice defensive positions. We need to get the cannons further up, which means we need to send this poor unit further closer to the enemy line. These are gonna be our reserves behind the cannons. This is gonna be our main force of attack. We'll try to get across and then push in from the side. Well, actually, we're gonna push in this way, then advance with these units. But for now, this is just a diversionary attack. Control Shift and move over like that. Cavalry is also gonna swing over south. I might even get the cavalry all the way around. We'll see how many cannons there are. Ooh, end of the day. We can move this division here. And then move it across. Was there a cannon there? It was. Ooh, there's a lot of enemy units. Did we set you to long range? Let's set them to long range. We'll move the cavalry here. This unit, we're not gonna move it any closer. I'm just gonna put it in a position so we can just go straight in. Cannons. Let's find a good suitable spot for cannons. And maybe we're even gonna engage the bombardment on this part. We'll see. Probably we'll just keep on counter battery fire. This division, we'll send it on the flank. We could actually send it closer. We're moving across the river with this division. We'll move in on the flank with that division. Let's put the headquarters in the woods and start off. Okay, this is counter battery fire, please. They're still limbering. Alrighty, lads, get your butts across. Cavalry, get across the second creek. Let's start engaging the enemy. It's gonna keep them busy. Counter battery fire. They actually do have the firing range. Okay, seem they are. I think they are positioned well. We're not gonna advance over straight into their line. Okay, Patterson, stop slacking and move closer. We'll primarily need orders, him close to these units, because this is gonna be our primary, our spearhead. Main focus of attack, let's see, 5 casualties, so they are under fire. They also have a few casualties. Not sure if I should bombard this area. Could bombard the area here though. But we'll wait with bombardment until the enemy is kinda squeezed in, and then we're gonna go and bombard. Okay, let's speed up a bit. Send out the skirmishers. And try and harass the enemy. If you can, fire on the guns. Yeah, we already have 150 losses, so I'm definitely not gonna push in with this unit. Is this battery firing? They don't have the range. 12-pounder howitzers. Let's move them closer. We'll have to do something with this South Carolina artillery, and I think we're gonna charge it with the cavalry. Okay, they are firing at something. If we push on to the point, they will probably have to push us back. So their whole army is gonna spring into action. We really need to wait for this division to come into place, then we're gonna start sweeping them. Yeah, come on cavalry, double time it. You guys are the ones that are most important for this attack to start. Okay, who's getting under fire here? They seem to be well. The cavalry needs to get into position first. We really have to wait, otherwise it's gonna be the same situation as in the battle before. I've sent the troops in too soon, they got flanked and they got messed up. Okay, we're gonna charge in. At the same time, we're gonna send in our main force. They are set to long range. You guys recall the skirmishers, we're gonna send them in as well. Let's hope these units are not gonna be crisscrossing. Okay, here it comes. The charge on the guns. 25 losses. Up till now they're trying to pull the cannons out. Yes, yes, that was a good charge. Come on, man. They're waiting for them to get into position. Come on, rout them. Nice. We're gonna put the cavalry back, but we'll still keep them in a position where they can harass the enemy somehow. They're gonna be alerted. Okay, we are firing at the enemy though. Long range. Okay, slackers, come on. As soon as they get into position, the unit is gonna start to march. You need to pull back immediately. Now, is this cannon firing? Still doesn't have the range. Let's get it. Send it here then. This one's barely in range. Okay, time to pull them back. We don't want them to get squeezed, especially by the cavalry. Ooh, this is bad. 2.300, 21. Okay, I guess it's time to start moving in. Let's hope they don't get lit up. Ooh, they've dismounted. We're marching in on this side. It's looking good. They seem to become... Ah, crap. They have no guns, that's fine. Any new perks? Okay, we've opened the attack now. We'll see if that's gonna force the enemy units to start moving this way, then we're gonna push in with this division. But Cadwallader... Damn it. Sorry about butchering the generals' names. Okay, they're gonna get into range. Seems like the enemy army is kinda split in two. That means our cavalry is gonna have more work to do. We could send them in again, but they're probably gonna get lit up badly. We'll wait for the engagement first, and then send the cavalry in, trying to get on their flanks. Okay, they've opened up as well the 3rd Brigade. So ranged Brigade's gonna get it now. Let's hope this unit will not derp out again. Okay. I'm worried that it will. That's the main issue here. So let's send them like this. Advance. We'll send these 3 brigades to attack their flank. We need to get rid of this 12-pounder howitzer and get the 3-inch ordnance in, or something longer range. 400 casualties. They need to get out of the woods, then they're gonna start moving faster. We could though double time it. Nice, they did open up. Just stay here. They did pull more units to the center. Time to move in the cavalry. We might have to turn this unit around. Strength of only 200. Let's send them packing. Okay, this unit is routing, which means that this division can start pushing closer. Means we're gonna send this division in as well. Nice, they're firing on enemy cannons. 25 casualties, only 5 guns left. How are these guys doing? Dismount. Light them up. Light up the cannons. Oh, they don't have any. Awesome. Might of our brigades. We're gonna put him up on the hill beneath the tree, so we have a good vision of the situation here. Seems like the enemy is in a dire situation though, and yeah, they're shaking 69 swamp donkeys. Are just leveling the enemy. Let's bury them all. Wait a second. Are these guys still holding out? Oh, it's a detachment. And they're hiding in the cabbage field. Okay, we need to destroy this artillery. We already have had 260 losses with this division. Oh my god. Yeah, the units do burp out. Even though I hold shift, use cover, do not use cover. When you hold down shift, they do not use cover. At least you can position the units that way, but it seems like that if you don't turn off the use cover, they still, when they get into position, they still use cover and then they burp out. Okay, are you guys firing? They are. So, the Swamp Raiders, somebody's firing back. Oh, look at the amount of smoke. Nice. We've routed another brigade. Not yet entirely, but... this detachment will soon fall back, then we're gonna fire on these flanks. We're pretty much firing with all the brigades, except this one. So let's move in a bit closer. And the double time it, you're under fire here. I think it's time to swap targets. Even though, well, this was quite a threat, but let's hope they're gonna be firing at Falkerson's brigade. Yes, they are. They are firing at them. Awesome. Come on, move in. How's this side doing? Firing at the cannons as well, and firing down on the enemy. Okay, this detachment seems to be pulling back. We'll keep the cannons, our cannons, firing at the enemy cannons. We're gonna pressure here. We're gonna pressure this side. Okay, they've retreated away from the positions. So we're gonna get down to the creek. Take over the point. Enemies retreating. Oh, sadly. Well, let's bid them goodbye. We were just about to start squeezing them in. There could be a better option here, and it could be that probably it wouldn't work out, but maybe we should try it next time. If I would bring the cavalry and blockade this breach, the enemy would have nowhere to retreat. But yeah, kudos to the cavalry, they did a pretty darn good job. They are still under fire, so let's put them back. Quite high losses though, but I think we did pretty darn good. Let's go fire at will. There's 43 seconds left. So yeah, if I would manage to blockade to blockade this breach. They wouldn't be able to escape, or actually the cavalry would be on the other side with their sharp carbines, you know, 9 rounds a minute. Probably the cannons would blow them apart, so... I don't think they have the range, otherwise we could bombard this place, but yeah, let's just let the enemy go, because chasing them will just inflict higher losses on us. Ooh. We'll take every opportunity we can get. Since we're probably gonna take a while. Oh, come on. Don't get lit up. Yeah, they're firing back. This is bad. It didn't work out, we tried. And it seems like again the units are crisscrossing. I know. Well, 3 seconds or 3 minutes. Battle of New Market, resulting in a major federal victory again, another major victory. Our loss is 1400 against 3500. Actually, our loss is 1900 against enemy 4.4 thousand. We lost 1 cannon again, and they lost 15. So I think this was a good battle. We managed to squeeze them well, even though we had a huge numerical advantage. They had some defenses built up, but yeah, we did squeeze them good, so I think they're gonna be pulling out, and we'll have to pull out Patterson's army as well, send them back to get more food and re-equip and actually rest and get their morale up. But yeah, that's gonna conclude today's episode. Stay safe and stay awesome, everybody. Don't forget to sub to the channel, comment, like the video, and see you in the next one.